Welcome to Cumberland Country. I'm CJ Cumberland. For the next hour, I'll be your guide to the best local and regional country and bluegrass music around. So ease back, relax, and leave the rest to Crescent Hill Radio. All right, everybody. Welcome to Cumberland Country. Thanks for tuning in. We've got a great show for you, as always. In the first hour, our guest is Justin Paul Lewis. Justin just released a new album titled Rinse, Repeat, Rewind. It's a collaboration between himself and cellist producer Ben Soley. Sorry, Ben, if you're listening, and I know you are. He'll be playing live, and we'll be playing some cuts from the new album. We're going to be hearing from Justin in just a few minutes. But let me tell you, on the second hour of the show, we have two guests, Clinton Spalding and Megan Stout. Clinton and Megan are full-time performers at the legendary Renfro Valley. I like to call it the Kentucky's Grand Ole Opry. In addition, they play all around the area. They're going to be here around 6 p.m. We're also going to be giving away a pair of tickets to the Sarah Watkins concert taking place at Headliners Music Hall this Sunday. Details on how to win those tickets a little later. But before all that, I'm proud to announce that Cumberland Country has a brand new sponsor. We are now sponsored in part by the Downriver Bar and Grill in Sellersburg, Indiana. Come on out and see Mo and the staff for dinner, coffee, cocktails, great live music. The Downriver Bar and Grill takes reservations. Walk-ins are welcome. It's good for groups. Takeout and catering is available. They have waiter service and outdoor seating when the weather permits. This Saturday at the Downriver Bar and Grill, come on out and check out Tattoo You. They're going to be playing live from 10 to 2, only a $5 cover. We are also sponsored by, in part, by the American Recording Company. Check this out.
American Recording Company, dedicated to providing professional quality audio recording at reasonable rates. Our creative and knowledgeable engineers can help tailor projects to meet your budget. For more information, call 502-457-9057 or on the web at AmericanRecordingCO.com. That's 502-457-9057, AmericanRecordingCO.com. ARC Studios, Creative Soundscaping.
Yeah, if you've got a band or you're a singer-songwriter and want to make a tape I'm stuck in the 80s, a CD, go out and see John Mattingly and the crew out at American Recording Company. They'll do you right. We are live on Cumberland Country in the basement studios of Crescent Hill Radio right here in the Crescent Hill neighborhood on Frankfort Avenue. And we're getting ready to talk to Justin Paul Lewis, singer-songwriter. But before that, one more thing. I want to tell you about the Crescent Hill Radio annual Raise a Note benefit concert. It's right around Derby time, April 28th, from 4 to 10 p.m. at Expo 5, and that's at 2900 South 7th Street. It's a $10 minimum donation at the door, but it's free if you become a member of Crescent Hill Radio, and that's only $25 per year. To become a member, go to CrescentHillRadio.com and click on the heart in the top left-hand corner of the screen, and it'll tell you exactly what you need to do. There's going to be 2 stages out at Expo 5 for the Crescent Hill Radio Derby Kickoff Fundraiser. Some of the acts are going to be Appalachian, Cree and Hetty, Discount Guns, Robbie Bartlett, Trapper Keepers, Memphis Beck and Friends, Bridge 19, Anton Mink, and Atlanta Fugate. Very special thanks to Expo 5 for providing the venue. It's going to be a cash bar and food, lots of parking, just a really great evening for a really great cause. So come on out and support Crescent Hill Radio. All right, now on to business. Want to welcome to the show Justin Paul Lewis. Justin makes music with the purpose to reach people. He tells his stories and performs with the intent to make them be heard. Raised in Louisville, Kentucky, Justin uses every bit of his heritage and influence to accentuate the importance of genuine music and bring that honesty to the forefront of what he does. How's that, Justin?
That works.
Yeah. Welcome to the show, man. I don't think we have Justin's mic on. We have some technical difficulties here in the studio. Nope, Justin's mic's not on. But you know what? Let's play a song real quick while we get that worked out. This is Corey Wayne Sorg with Full Moon Saturday Night.
First time I saw you, all I did was stare, and all of my buddies, they gave me a dare to go on and ask her what she's gonna do tonight. So I said, you wanna take a ride in my old truck? Well, jump on in, girl.
Somebody doesn't want me to interview.
We'll head to the field where the stars shine bright on a full moon.
It's FPK.
Night.
It's coming through now. Cool.
Fireflies are glowing all around, holding each other, not making a sound. That was a night that I knew the rest of my life would be spent with you. So let's jump back in my old pickup truck. No need, girl, to buckle up. Next we'll head to the creek where the water shines bright on a full moon Saturday night. Saturday night, we both knew, 'cause we drove each other crazy and our love came true. We always take a ride in our truck, jump right in and you buckle up. We head through the field to the creek, shining bright every full moon Saturday. We head through the field to the creek, shining bright every full moon Saturday night. Every full moon Saturday night. Every full moon Saturday night. Every full moon Saturday night.
All right, we are back on Cumberland Country. That was Corey Wayne Sorg with Full Moon Saturday Night. Corey's actually going to be out at the Downriver Bar and Grill tonight at 9 p.m. He's going to be playing. And actually, I think they're going to have an open mic before and after Corey's set. So come on out and bring your guitar and play some music. I think we've got the technical bugs worked out of Justin Paul Lewis's mic. We are live with Justin Paul Lewis. Justin, let's give it a try.
Hello.
Yeah, I think that worked.
Cool.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, man.
I'm good.
Yeah, it's a good day. How are you?
I'm great.
Yeah.
I'm wonderful.
Good.
I'm glad you're on the show. Like I said, it seems like a whole lot of the Crescent Hill Radio DJs have been trying to get you on for a while, and you're a very busy man. So
Yeah.
I finally cornered you, and you're here.
Yeah, man. It's I feel like everybody's emailed me and I'm on the road or I've got something going on. I felt really
Right.
bad, but now I had this free Thursday and here I am.
Well,
So,
there's nothing wrong with being busy if you're a musician,
yeah, man. It's
especially if you're making money. We'll talk about that later.
money.
You grew up in Louisville, right?
All my life.
Tell me about that. What part of Louisville did you grow up in?
The south part of Louisville, not Dixie Highway South, but like Iroquois High School,
Right.
Iroquois Park, that area. I went to DeSales High School, so that's right in that general vicinity.
Sure.
So yeah,
Sure.
all my life.
You still live in that area?
Yeah, I live right across the street from Iroquois Park, basically.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. When did you start playing music?
Man, Well, when I was little, my dad had offered me a guitar, and it was my uncle's guitar at the time, and I wanted nothing to do with it. And I said nope, and I went out and played basketball for a couple years. And then high school came around, and at the sales, they have this thing called the world's most dangerous high school pep band.
Okay.
And it's a rock band that sits in the corner of their gymnasium and plays Led Zeppelin, things like that. I'm actually in charge of it now, which is a crazy universe thing. But that was going on, and I decided I wanted to be one of those guys. Bought a guitar, busted my butt for 2 years, and became the lead guitar player my senior year. And then there it was.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought it was just really cool. And
lead guitar player. What kind of music did you play at that time?
At that time, well, I was weird. I was very weird at that time. I mean, I still am. Like I'm really into everything. But at that time, I went from learning classic rock like CCR and Led Zeppelin.
Sure.
Learning the basics, the Stairway to Heaven type stuff, and then I went straight into like Metallica and Van Halen and like all of this just crazy guitar licks. Just people on YouTube are watching me play air guitar right now. And then I got into blues and jazz, which was not cool when you were a senior in high school.
Sure. Me
listening to Louis Armstrong in my headphones during lunch is not cool.
So I'm imagining with the Van Halen and the heavy rock, the girls just flocking to you, and then when you put the Louis Armstrong, they kind of back away.
I think it was the opposite. I think
really?
I think the girls were like, "Oh, you're into Sinatra? Oh, that's so cool! Oh my gosh!" And then I'd like pull out some like, "I'm into Charles Mingus too," and they're like, "We don't know who that is."
Right. Well, there is that old saying that chicks dig guitar players. So
yeah. It's and that might have been part of it too. I think when I was in high school, it was one of those things where it was just like, I'm gonna be cool.
Right.
And it matured and grew into something beautiful after that.
Right. But I think, and I tell people this all the time because I do play guitar too, that I started playing guitar, for the girls, and then I realized, it's a lot more fun just playing guitar.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you remember writing your first song?
Yeah, I wrote an instrumental, and for all you guitar players, I did it in DADGAD tuning.
Right.
And it was just like this funky, like overhanded, like tapped a lot, and it was aggressive, and it was cool, but it was like once I did it, I was like, I created something.
Sure.
There was no vocals at that time. I didn't know how to sing, and I was too young and nervous to sing.
Right.
But it was definitely my first song. I was a senior in high school, and then when college came around, it was basically like, well, I'm not in high school and I don't have this pep band anymore. What in the hell am I going to do with all these guitars that I bought in high school? And became a songwriter.
So you had that problem too, acquiring instruments?
I still do.
A lot of guitar players have that.
Yeah.
I think it's called gear acquisition syndrome, I think.
Nice. I'm glad we have a name for it now.
Yeah, we did. Well, gear acquisition syndrome.
I've got really awful gas in my life.
All right, man. Well, you know what? You got your guitar here with you.
Yeah.
Let's play a song.
Sure. I can definitely do that.
What are you going to play for us?
And this is a song. This is a tune that has not been released. I've just been playing it at a lot of the shows. It's called Just Wanted the Rain.
All right.
It's about tornadoes.
Cool.
This is my beater guitar. This is my kitchen guitar. It only stays in my kitchen.
All right.
That's it. But now it's here.
Do you have a guitar for every room?
I've got a guitar for my living room, my kitchen, sometimes the bedroom, and
so when inspiration strikes, you can just grab that guitar.
Exactly.
Right?
I like playing in my kitchen for some reason, and that's
right. It's the acoustics, probably.
Yeah, maybe the food. I don't know. I was wondering where the wind came rolling hard. Where my street, where my house, where my heart. I know it. I know it's not gonna be easy. And I know it's not what I wanted. I just wanted the rain
I was organizing my thoughts and having too much to drink. I was screaming, I was crying, causing a few scenes. And I know it, I know it's not gonna be easy. And I know it's not what I wanted. I just wanted the rain. I only wanted the rain. Yes, baby, yes. Said I was wondering why I'm still here, why I'm safe and sound in a big field in my backyard in the clear. And I know it, I know it's not gonna be easy. I know it's not what I wanted. I just wanted the rain. I only wanted the rain. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. I just wanted you in the rain.
All right, Justin Paul Lewis, live on Cumberland Country.
Yeah.
I like that one, man.
Thanks, man. That cough was part of the song.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was. Yeah.
I thought so. It fit right in there, man. Let's talk a little bit about your influences. Actually, before that, let's talk about who you listen to, like, for enjoyment. I mean, if you're just sitting down to listen to music, who do you listen to?
Oh, man, it's different every week. This week has been Cuban music.
Okay.
I'm really into, like, Buena Vista Social Club.
Right.
And last week, I was really in a jazz phase. I was listening to a lot of Charles Mingus. We mentioned him earlier. He was on my mind. But I mean, I try to listen to as much as I can all the time. You know, sometimes I'm just so busy that I never get to sit down and actually, like, listen. But this week, I've been really just into Cuban music. I don't know. For some reason, I really want to go to Cuba. But blues music, I'm really into old blues. Blind Lemon, Jefferson, really into him.
Mm-hmm.
My Morning Jacket, really into Jim and what they're doing. A little bit of everything, man. Yeah.
Very cool. All right, influence-wise, who influenced you?
Well, I remember I listened to a live album, or it wasn't an album yet. It was cuts from Neil Young at Canterbury House, and
Mm-hmm.
it blew my mind. It was just one of those things where it was just like, it's just this guy and this guitar, and he's doing his thing and telling his stories,
Right.
and it just amazed me. And I think that's kind of what sparked the whole idea of, all right, I'm gonna start writing songs and, you know, being a troubadour in a sense.
Sure.
And so Neil Young's a big influence. I was really into Louis Armstrong. He's just a super happy, positive guy.
Right.
I mean, his music's beautiful, his trumpet playing's beautiful, but it's more of just his energy. He's always happy, and it's one of those things where he really influences me to be positive in what I do. So, those are two big ones, but I mean, I could talk about this for hours,
Sure,
easily.
sure.
And friends like Ben Soley, you know, obviously I
Right.
asked Ben to produce the record, and he did. And he's a huge influence. And
Well,
we're-
that's actually my next question.
Yeah.
Was going to be, because, you know, Crest Hill Radio only plays local and regional original music. So
Yeah.
who do you dig locally?
Oh man, there's a lot of talent in this town.
There is,
It's
yeah.
unbelievable. You know, I've been to a lot of different cities lately. You know, Nashville, Chicago, St. Louis, and they're thriving. But Louisville has just got so many awesome people. People like Danny Flanagan. Danny Flanagan is one of the greatest songwriters I've ever heard.
You know, Danny actually has a show on Crescent Hill Radio.
Really?
I think it's Danny Flanagan plus one. They do it live from Clifton Pizza.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal. It's somebody that should be known nationally.
Sure.
But it's just he's a treasure of Louisville.
Right.
Danny's great. You know, obviously Jim James and the Jacket Guys. Leanne Yost, she's phenomenal.
Yeah.
She's super positive and super amazing. Gosh, I could go on for days about Louisville artists too.
Yeah, I could too. And, you know, just doing this show, I mean, you know, I realized just how talented the local and regional area are. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. You know, and I tell people because, you know, we do live shows here on Crescent Hill Radio, but another time, you know, we play from the database and we have a playlist and everything. And you can turn Crescent Hill Radio on and really, and I'm a little biased here, I guess, but, you know, there's not a bad song. I mean, there's so much great talent. But, you know what? You have a new album out. It's called Rinse, Repeat, Rewind, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later in the show. But right now, I think we're going to go ahead and play a cut from that.
Cool.
I think we're going to play Salt. Anything to say about that?
Yeah, that's the first song that Ben Salee and I sat down and worked out. He produced the record, so basically he helped with arrangements and helped with the songwriting process. You know, these songs were already written, but this is one that we really bonded over, and his cello screams on it. So,
all right. Yeah. Well, here it is. Let's check it out. Salt from Justin Paul Lewis.
Loved you like a little bird. Felt that salt between my words. It stung so bad. I said hello to Germany. Spent my time in Italy. It's a hard place to fall in Louisville tonight, with blood on a freight train, with blood pushing through my veins. You are my greatest fear, and you are everything I love so dear. I know this train won't slow down. I know it's gonna burst with the speed. Behind the door, you speak your mind. Rinse, repeat, press rewind. Rinse, repeat, rewind. Rip it up, scream and shout. Passports, tones, throw it out. Italy, won't you take me back tonight? With blood on a freight train, with blood pushing through my veins. And you are my greatest fear, and you are everything I love so dear. And I know this train won't slow down, and I know it's gonna burst with the speed.
All right, man. That's Salt, Justin Paul Lewis. I like that one.
Thanks, man.
let's get back into it here. Let's talk a little bit about your writing.
Mhm.
And you have an interesting style, and I can see a lot of different influences. We talked about your influences in your writing, but do you have a process when you write?
Nope.
Nope.
it's I've tried and tried to get a process, and I find out that I'm a better writer when I don't have a process.
Right. Yeah.
I've read books, and
I laugh because that's kind of funny. Writing a book, books on how to write a song.
yeah, and it helped, honestly. Like
Right.
there was one, this guy from Berkeley that wrote a great book, and it's literally called Writing Better Lyrics, and it's as
Right.
blunt as you can get. And I really recommend any serious musician to read it. And but at the same time, you finish it and you go through all these drills, and you're like, oh my god, that was intense, and then you just throw it all away.
Right.
That's the beauty of it, is just like you can do whatever you want and
You learn the rules so you can break them.
yeah, exactly. And it's one of those things where I'm a healthy writer, as in I try to write every day, if it's just 2 lines or a whole song, and I'll fight a song for weeks, and then after I'm fighting that song, I'll start another song and finish that song in 10 minutes,
Right.
and throw the other one away.
Right.
And that's how it's.
Right.
I guess if I have a routine, that's it.
Sure.
I'll fight and struggle with one and just
Right.
say, forget it. I don't
Right.
need it anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
The thing is, I mean, I wanted when I was younger, I wanted to be a screenwriter. I loved movies, and I had all these ideas, and I did that. I bought like stacks of books on screenwriting and read them all, and I just realized, I don't have what it takes. So, it's good, like I said, to know those rules, but there has to be, you have to have that extra something too
Oh, yeah.
to be a songwriter.
If I ever taught a songwriting class, I'd give some rules for about a day, and then the next day be like, all right, remember those rules?
Right.
Forget them.
Exactly.
You don't need them.
Exactly. Your writing, in fact, I think in your write-up on Rinse, Repeat, and Rewind, it talks about it being a small collection of true stories with their own individual lives. So I guess my question is, obviously you write from personal experience?
Sometimes. Lately, I haven't. Lately, I've just been writing songs to write songs, and
Right.
it just depends. Most of the time, I'll start writing a song and then get halfway through it and be like, what am I talking about? Like,
Right.
what is this? This doesn't make any sense to me, but then to somebody else it makes sense, so I keep it.
Sure.
Rinse, Repeat, Rewind is, it's 4 songs, and they all are true stories, but like Support, the last one on the record, is not my true story, it's somebody else's.
Right.
But there's really no connection between the 4. They're just individual stories.
Right.
And that's kind of the beauty of it.
I had a local singer-songwriter, and he's actually a pretty well-known producer, Joel Timothy.
Yeah.
Joel?
Joel's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said a lot of times when he's writing, it's almost he's listening to somebody's story and he's taking it down like a reporter, and it transfers that into a song. So
Yeah.
I think inspiration can come from a lot of different places.
Oh, for
And,
sure.
yeah.
Like, with those songwriting drills that we threw away earlier, I like
Right.
one that if you take something in a room and write a song about it, it's a tough thing to do. Like, if I wanted to write a song about that calendar over
Right.
there with an
the
otter,
right?
I could do it, but I would struggle with it. And it's
Sure.
one of those things where it's like heavy weightlifting.
Right.
It's tough, but you got to
Right.
do it to do the lighter weights later.
Right.
And,
Right.
yeah.
And also being a songwriter myself, I mean, do you have those moments ever where it just flows like that and you write a song in 10 minutes?
Oh yeah.
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 Now that's fun, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Most of those songs actually all 4 of those songs on that record took me about 30 minutes tops. Where other ones that have never seen the light of day have taken me weeks.
Almost like you're channeling something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Now on Rinse, Repeat, Rewind, you collaborated with Ben Solee. We mentioned that. What was that like? I mean, Ben's he's a pretty cool guy.
He's pretty cool. He's definitely well known. He's played a lot of the big festivals and Jimmy Kimmel Live and all that. And
Sure.
he took little old me and helped push me up the ladder a little bit, and it was great. We've been friends for a little while now, and we had never worked together. And what happened was Jim James, Daniel Martin Moore, and Ben came out with this great record called Dear Companion, and I fell in love with that record. I still listen to it all the time,
Right.
and I love the idea that Ben and Daniel gave Jim James these songs, and Jim toyed with them and did his magic and said, you should do this here, we should make this echo sound here, we should change these words. And I thought, at that point in my life, I was really struggling with my songs. Right. And I wanted somebody to do that for me and to help guide me. And Ben and I were talking one day. Jim was actually there, and I had just looked at Ben and I was like, "You want to produce my record?" And Ben just said, "Yeah, let's do it." And it was from then on out. It took us a while because our schedules never connected. Right. We were touring together for a while too, so we weren't really able to record. But once we got in the studio, it was awesome. Mm-hmm. You know, we really he does great things. And
I think that's another thing about the local music community here. I mean, everybody is willing to, you know, help the other guy out. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, in a lot of areas it's more, you know, kind of backbiting and
yeah. you hit that on the nail. I've always told people, like, gosh, where were we? I think we were at Bonnaroo. Ben and I were at Bonnaroo, and a fiddle player we were talking to was asking how the scene in Louisville is, and I was like, it's comfortable. It's people care about each other. Where you go to other cities and there's like this friendship, but there's also this like competitiveness. Right. And there's obviously competitiveness in Louisville too. Sure. But you're still friends afterwards. Right. You know, it's one of those great building blocks. Yeah. Yeah.
The Louisville community, I mean, music community is awesome. I could talk all day about it. But you know what?
Sure.
I want to hear another Justin Paul Lewis song
man.
Live.
Yeah, you know what? I've been working on this one. We're talking about songwriting. I might as well just do this.
Okay.
I wrote this in my kitchen.
All right. And, with your kitchen guitar.
With my kitchen guitar right here. I've actually never played this outside of my kitchen. So.
Okay.
If I screw up, I apologize, but you're not going to know if I screw up, so it doesn't really matter. I never thought that I would be. I never thought that I would be a man sitting here with a copy machine. Counting paper and paper and files, never running 4 miles, gaining weight till I'm older. Till I'm older, this back pain I fight it. I won't bend down and try it. Oh, I'm a machine. My powers can turn the sea, but I am stuck at this desk, making lots of coffee, drinking lots of money. Clocking out and clocking in. If I don't get quicker, it's gonna wear me thin. It's wearing me thin with this back pain I'm fighting. I will bend down and try it. Oh, I'm a machine. Machine took John Henry down. Machine, I got beat by a hammer. I got beat by a hammer.
All right, Justin Paul Lewis.
I made half of that up.
You made half of that up?
You don't know that, though.
On the spot?
I did.
You could have fooled me, man. You shouldn't have said anything. We are live on Cumberland Country with Justin Paul Lewis. And stick around here. We're going to be giving away some tickets to the Sarah Watkins show at Headliners. It's taking place Sunday here in just a little bit. But I'm going to get back to Justin. Justin, let's talk a little more about the new album. Now, I actually went out to Uncle Slayton's for the CD release, and it was a great show. You had Kyle James Hauser out there.
Yeah.
Tell me the guy's name again.
Patrick Deathless.
Patrick Deathless.
Amazing.
That's right.
He's an amazing guy.
From Denver. And, of course, Kyle's from Denver
as well.
also. And Ben Soley made a guest appearance that night.
He did.
Where did you record the album?
We recorded it in Lexington.
Okay.
Ben's a Lexington native. And there's this guy named Dwayne Lundy. He is the owner of Shangri-La Studios.
Okay.
Amazing. He is a
Right.
ninja at what he does.
Right.
It's unbelievable. You know, him and Kevin Ratterman are doing some great things
Sure,
recording-wise
sure.
in Kentucky, for sure.
Right. Kevin, yeah, his name seems to come up a lot lately.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And Dwayne is coming up a lot as
Right,
well,
right.
for sure.
I keep trying to get Kevin to come and do a guest host spot with me one night.
We'll have to
He
grab
says
him.
he's going to, but
Yeah.
he's busy. He's a busy
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
Um,
Aren't we all, man?
And Ben Soley produced it. What was that like working with him? I mean, you know, obviously, you know, you're friends, and you know, you guys have known each other for a while. But I mean, on a, I guess I would say professional level, as a producer, was he good to work with?
Oh, yeah, for sure. At times, it could get awkward because we are really good friends, and he was scared of stepping on my toes.
Sure.
And that's something that I was not scared of.
Sure, right.
You know, Ben is such a kind-hearted soul that he was scared that, you know, he'd have an idea for a song, and I would just be crushed because it was my baby and my son.
Right.
But I wanted him to just manhandle it and just say, this is what we're going to do, and he did. And I threw in my ideas, too. I guess you could say at times I would produce, but Ben was great. You know, he has a lot of energy, and that's something that really helped it fly. So it was nice.
Deal. This is probably kind of a stupid question, but do you like the recording process?
Nope.
No? Okay, you know what? You're actually one of the first people that I've had here and said no. Tell me about that.
I love performing live, and I love the intimacy. Like we're playing the Clifton Center on Sunday,
Sure.
and it's going to be super intimate. People are going to be on the stage, and I'm going to love not having a microphone in front of me and just singing to these people. But when you get in the studio and microphones are in front of you, and you got to be dead silent on certain parts, and it's just super tough. And
Right.
But obviously, I'm really happy with the record and really proud of it. And Dwayne and Ben kind of coached me through the whole recording process because I just had so much trouble and frustration at times. Just not with Ben and Dwayne, but just with the silence, and
Right.
you can't move and show as much emotion. But I think it's a bittersweet process. I guess it's the word I'm looking for. I ended up loving it in the end.
Right.
Yeah, it's a.
Right.
You know, it's kind of like that heavy weightlifting I was talking about
Sure.
earlier. It's like you got to do it, and then
Sure.
once you're done, you're like, "This was great." And
Well, you're doing a lot of touring in support of the album right now, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But any plans for recording again anytime
Yeah.
soon?
for sure, I've been writing a lot, and I talked with Kevin Ratterman a while back, and talked about getting in the studio at some point. And
Sure.
I don't know when, just whenever the songs are ready. I've definitely been traveling a lot, so that's been healthy to get the songs out there, and
Right.
you know, we'll definitely build on the songs live a lot,
Mhm,
and then go in the studio and
Great.
get them ready.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? The new album is Rinse, Repeat, and Rewind, and we're going to play another cut off of that. We're going to play Swim. What can you say about Swim?
The percussion on this track is awesome. We took this big plastic tube and just beat it like crazy. And
Right.
it's a song that I don't really play out live too much, but
Okay.
I guess I should. It's about being fake and trying not to be fake.
Okay.
If
Okay.
that I don't
Yeah.
know how to explain it. That's
Yeah.
there it is. There's your explanation.
There it is.
It's about being
All right.
fake and trying not to be fake.
Well, here it is. Swim, Justin Paul Lewis on Cumberland Country.
I'm stranded on an island made of concrete without a car. I am lonely here. Getting late, fluorescent lights burning brighter than all the stars. And I am lonely here. Time I walk back on home where I belong, away from your goal. To be lonely here. And you won't swim just to stay looking good. Shirt and tie, expensive nights is not the way I wanna live my life. Lonely. I'm scared to say this, but money's gonna break us, tear us down, down. I am lonely here. Blonde hair, your makeup stare. It's not even like you really even care. But I am lonely. And you won't swim just to stay looking good. You won't swim just to stay looking good. And you won't swim just to stay looking good. You won't, you won't, just to stay looking good, just to stay looking good. Just to stay looking good.
All right, we're back on Cumberland Country. That was Justin Paul Lewis, Swim. I like that one too, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Justin is live here in the studio. We're going to talk about what's going on in the area on the Cumberland Country concert calendar, and then get back to Justin. And I think we'll probably have time for him to play maybe one or two more songs live. But let's talk about the concert calendar. Tonight at 8:30, Nick Dittmeyer has his Louisville singer-songwriter night at the Haymarket Whiskey Bar. It's at 8:30. 9 p.m., Tyrone Cotton and Screaming John are live at Wicks on Baxter. 9 p.m., Short Bus at the New View Bar and Grill. 9 p.m., and this is an exciting show, The Pass and Cheyenne Mize are having their South by Southwest send-off party at Zanzibar. That's 9 p.m. They're going to be heading out west. Again, Corey Wayne Sorg's going to be at the Downriver Bar and Grill at 9. Now, Friday, the Alan Lane Band is going to be having the Alan George birthday party at Joe's Older Than Dirt. That's at 6 p.m. At 8 p.m., Lindsay Lane and Axis are going to be in Seymour, Indiana at the American Legion, 8 p.m. Driftwood with the Howling Brothers live at Uncle Slayton's, 9 p.m. Friday. 9 p.m., Lowdown. It's going to be at the Bluegrass Tavern in Bardstown, Kentucky. Let's see, Saturday. Okay, and this is something that I've been trying to help out with a little bit. Molly's Neverland Prom is going to be at the Studio Nulu in Louisville at 5 p.m. That's in the Butchertown neighborhood. Now, Molly is a 5-year-old young girl with terminal osteosarcoma. For more information, check out the Prayers for Miley page on Facebook. They're inviting everybody to come out, get dolled up, dance the night away with Miley and some of the most courageous kids you will ever meet. Like I said, it's a Neverland-themed prom. You never know who you're going to see. I think Captain Hook's going to be there, Tinkerbell, the Lost Boys. Guests are going to be treated to food, drinks, as well as a wonderful night of love and fellowship. They're going to have photographers on hand to purchase your very own prom pics, balloon animals, face painting. Admission is free, but donations will be accepted. All proceeds go to help support Miley and her family in this time of need. Space is limited, so RSVP at zdub00@gmail.com. That's ZDUBB00@gmail.com. It's a family event, so bring the whole family. Check your worries at the door and join Miley for an amazing evening. Also, just found out today that Miss Kentucky, Jessica Casebolt, is going to be there to crown Miley Queen of the Prom. So it should be, a fun night for a great cause. Also, Saturday at 7:30, the Hollows at the Rudyard Kipling. At 8, Ross Tate at River City Winery. Deb and Doug are going to be at Wixon Middletown at 8:30, and the sound check at the Maple Inn again at 9. And Sunday at 7 p.m., our guest in the studio today, Justin Paul Lewis, is going to be at the Clifton Center for the Sundays on Stage at the Clifton Center. Is that right, Justin? Yeah. Tell us about that, man.
Yeah. So a couple months ago, I played the Winter Wednesday concert series at Clifton Center, and it was great. And Clifton Center asked me to come back for their Sundays on Stage series, which is, right. I think they're doing it just whenever they can, and it's literally they take everything away, no mics, no monitors, and it's limited seating.
Oh, very cool.
And the audience sits on the stage with us, so we get to have a little intimate living room type concert in this big hall. It's kind of cool because then they can see the empty seats and see what we see. And
right, and that's a great venue. The
Clifton
Center. They do the Kentucky Homefront concerts there with the. We actually replay the archives on Crescent Hill Radio.
Nice.
So let's talk a bit about your live performances. You say you do like playing live more than the recording studio.
Oh, for sure.
Tell me, what's in store for somebody that comes out to see Justin Paul Lewis live?
Well, lately I've been teaming up with my good old pal Michael Felker. He's a phenomenal trumpet player. He's one of the best. And Mike and I have just been traveling a lot. We've been touring a lot together, and it's just the two of us, and we get a pretty huge sound.
Right.
And it's definitely a musical connection that I've never had before, and never had in the past. It's very positive, and it feels really good to play with him. Right. And so a lot of energy. The two of us, it's definitely a high energy show, even with the quiet folky love songs.
Right. Right.
Yeah, Mike's great.
Cool.
He'll be there Sunday.
Cool. Now, other than the Clifton Center, is there anything coming up in the near future you want to talk about?
Yeah, I'm actually teaming up with Heine Brothers Coffee, and you can buy the record at Heine Brothers starting in April, I believe.
Wow.
And we will be doing a show in late April, either the 18th or the 25th, at the Douglas Loop location. Totally free of charge. Show up, get a cup of coffee. $1 from the CD sales will go to suicide prevention, which is great. And Heine Brothers will actually get a cut as well. So you're supporting local business, local artist, and a great cause.
Great.
In late April.
Great. We'll be looking forward to that.
For sure.
You know what? Let's play another live tune.
Yeah.
You got one in you?
Sure, man. I'll play for a couple hours if you want.
Well, we have Megan Stout and Clinton Spalding coming up here in the second hour. I know. I'm using that as a segue to mention my second hour. That's what we do in radio.
That's awesome. Thanks for having me, man. This was a blast.
You know what? Thanks for being here. I'm glad that I'm the one that snagged you, man.
I'll be back more.
Right.
That's
right.
My touring's getting less hectic, so I'd love to be back as much as possible.
What are you gonna play for us now?
This is a tune called Support.
Support. All right, here's Justin Paul Lewis.
Maybe I am old-fashioned, maybe I'm progressive. All I know is I've gotta learn to mess with it. I am up all night looking for my grand prize, while you are in with a tiny child by your side. But I've gotta tell you, I've got to tell you that I support you, baby. Go ahead and say it. You don't think I am ready. It's not the fact I've gotta get less heavy in my life and to shorten my stride. I've gotta remember that someday you will be my wife. But I've gotta tell you, I've got to tell you that I support you, yes. Gotta say, we gotta build this love, yes. Well, now don't get too excited, I'm still running through my problems. You know how I get, I'm so lazy when I've got them. And maybe I do well, maybe I don't. All our child needs is an oar just to row his boat. I've got to tell you, I've got to tell you that I support you. Gotta say, we gotta build this love, baby, yeah. Love, baby, love, baby, love, baby, love, baby.
All right. Support Justin Paul Lewis. Thanks, Justin.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, no problem,
great.
man. Anytime you're welcome on Cumberland Country. Real quick before you go,
Yeah.
Where can our listeners find out more about you, or maybe pick up the CD? Do you have a website? Or?
Yeah, it's lewisliveshere.com.
Okay.
I don't actually live there, but
You don't? Okay.
but
Well,
my album does, and you
All
can
right.
find videos and all that jazz.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Sounds great, man.
Cool.
Again, Justin's going to be at the Clifton Center Sunday, so get out and check him out live.
Yeah.
Support local music. It's what we're all about.
It's awesome.
Again, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And
it's great.
We're going to be right back with Clinton Spaulding and Megan Stout. But right now, check this out. We were talking about Joel Timothy a little bit earlier. This is a CD he produced for a young man here locally named Tyler Warden. Great album and great song, The Hardest Part, on Cumberland Country.
Last night I felt you drifting away, just like the way things were before you said you'd be with me. Well, it's hard to pretend that my heart didn't break again. It's hard to say you aren't my lover, this girl's just my friend. And I'll be here till the end, and I'll pick you up again. I'll always be the same old me, but I think you need to know the hardest part of loving you is letting you go. I'm sure you don't understand just how I'm still standing here playing this same hand. One day at a time I can keep myself in line. Maybe things will work someday, but baby, I'll be fine. And I'll be here till the end. And I'll pick you up again. I'll always be the same old me, but I think you need to know the hardest part of loving you is letting you go. And I won't say it doesn't hurt, 'cause I know exactly what it's worth. And I won't say it doesn't hurt, 'cause I know exactly what it's worth. But I'll be here till the end. And I'll pick you up again. I'll always be the same old me, but I think you need to know the hardest part of loving you is letting you go. But I'll be here till the end. And I'll pick you up again. I'll always be the same old me, but I think you need to know the hardest part of loving you was letting you go.
It's a song called Curves.
Cigarettes and other things that help you forget, 'cause wishing wells and steeple bells don't work. Caught in a crowd of criticism, you wake from a dream, but living in only to find the smell of the vine you thirst. Don't you know that you're worth more than the sum of your, all the sum of your curves? Some have grown, but you've grown old, though others have been torn from the fold. It's time to forgive, time to let yourself go. Time to flush the demons down in the name of the Father who wasn't around. Merge from the water and see the beauty you are. Don't you know that you're worth more than the sum of your, all the sum the sum of your alone, you know that you're worth more than the sum of your all the sum of your curves, all the sum of your curves. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
All right, that was Joe Henderson with Curves. He did that live at the Clifton Center, and that live album's out. We are live back on Cumberland Country, live in the studio now with Clinton Spalding and Megan Stout, and we're going to get to them in just a second. But right now, I want to give away some tickets. I have 2 sets of tickets for the Sarah Watkins Show out at Headliners Music Hall. That's happening Sunday. So basically, all you have to do is email me at cumberlandcountry@gmail.com. That's cumberlandcountry@gmail.com, and the first 2 emails I get win the tickets. So hope to see you out there. All right. Let's talk a little bit about Clinton Spalding and Megan Stout. Clinton is a seasoned singer-songwriter and guitarist. Since his first note in a small country church in front of a small country crowd, he's had the honor of performing at some of the world's most famous venues, the Nashville Palace, Lincoln Jamboree, Renfro Valley, and once grand but always treasured Little Nashville Opry, to name a few. He's had the pleasure of sharing the stage with many of the country's biggest names, including Darryl Worley, Tracy Byrd, Clint Black, Chuck Wicks, Gene Watson, and the list goes on. Now, Megan Stout, she's a native of Taylorsville. Megan's working her way towards her ultimate goal of becoming a country music artist. Since the age of 12, music has been Megan's passion and one true calling. She's inspired by artists that are outside the box, like Dolly Parton, Kentucky natives Halfway to Hazard, and Taylorsville native Shannon Lawson. And I want to welcome Clinton and Megan to Cumberland Country.
Hello.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
How are you guys doing?
Doing really good.
Well,
Glad
good.
to be here.
I'm glad you're here. You guys are both from Kentucky, right?
Yes.
And you grew up in, Megan grew up in Taylorsville. Where did you grow up?
I grew up right here in Louisville, in Okolona.
In Okolona,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Well, graduate of Southern High School.
No kidding. Yeah. My stepson goes to Southern High School. But, I actually went to Fern Creek High School, but I spent a lot of time out in Okolona. I've got some stories about Okolona,
Oh,
but we
goodness.
won't go there. When did you guys first get into music? And either one of you can go first.
You're more fun to listen to, dog.
Well, I was in a I was in a talent show
Yeah.
in middle school, and people were like, "Oh, you can sing!" And
Mhm.
after I got finished singing "Amazing Grace," everybody just stood up and clapped, and I was like, "Well, I love this feeling." So since then, I've just been singing anywhere and everywhere I can. And a few years ago, I got into songwriting and realized that was fun too. Being able to sing about and talk about what I want. That's
Sure.
pretty cool. So still going strong, and I'm doing singing full time now, and I love it.
That's great. That's great. What about you, Clinton?
Well, that's fun, Megan. I didn't know that about you, but we got that in common. My first song was Amazing Grace, too.
All right.
Yeah, I was singing at a church. I went to church in Breckinridge County, Kentucky. And I went to church there. And, oh, goodness, he's giving me...
I've got a Breckinridge County story. Go ahead.
Those are fun stories. I went to church in Breckinridge County, and we were having a revival. And it turned out that the group we were supposed to have that night had canceled. I'd never sang before. I was maybe 9.
Right.
And I don't know, I volunteered to get up there and sing. So I sang Amazing Grace. I sang it, I was turned around backwards because I was too afraid to face the people.
Yeah.
But that was my first song. And from the church, I ended up in like little honky tonks and country music jamborees. I don't know how that happened.
It wasn't a
but-
Baptist church, was it?
It was a Baptist church, so there we go. There's
Uh-oh.
our reason. But yeah, I ended up singing country music. I went straight from the pulpit to the stage,
Right.
and I don't want to look back.
Right. Well, you know, it's funny you mentioned. I grew up in Axtell, Kentucky, in Breckenridge County.
Wow.
And I actually went to Baptist Church in Hardinsburg. So
fun.
I don't know if it's the same church or not.
No, it was right outside of Hardinsburg in Glendine, little video.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And it's funny, you know, there's been like 4 other artists that have come on Cumberland Country that have some kind of tie to Breckenridge County.
Hey,
It just keeps coming up.
It's the country. It's the country in the Breckenridge County.
That's right. Do you guys remember writing your first song? Original song?
I don't remember the very first one, but one of the first ones that I still sing out, I do. And it just kind of came to me
Sure.
naturally. It just flowed right out of me, and it's a funny song about my husband, actually.
Okay.
He was supposed to take me out for my birthday a few years ago, and instead he was out hunting. And so that makes a good story to tell. And the song's called Sitting in the Stand, and it's one of my most requested songs I do. So that's pretty cool. But that was one of the very first songs I ever wrote, and I'm glad that, you know, I feel confident enough to still sing it out, and people enjoy it enough to want to hear it.
Sure.
Oh, well, my first song is a song called If Looking Back Hurts You, and I was dating a girl at the time, and she sent me this text message. It was a real sweet little text message. I don't know. The only thing I took from the text message was that would be a good song.
Right.
And so I put it to a little melody, and I sang it. Needless to say, she loved it, but we didn't stay together for too long afterwards. But
Well.
it was my very first song that I wrote, and it kind of caught the bug after that.
Right. Did you tell her about the song you
Oh
wrote
yeah,
about her?
she knew all about it. We made a little haphazard little music video for it and everything. She's in it. She enjoyed that.
Very cool. We're live on Cumberland Country with Megan Stout and Clinton Spalding. Clinton, you have your guitar. Why don't you guys play us a live song?
What do you want to do, friend?
Whichever you want. You pick.
We'll do a song right now. I actually wrote this for 2 really close friends of mine who live in Texas.
Okay.
And they were getting married. Neither one of them, it was their first time.
Right.
And but they vowed that this one was going to be it, and I think it is. They're still together, and if they're listening, I'm going to send this one out to y'all. It's called My Last Rodeo.
All right.
I have seen flowers grow, and I have seen waves roll. I have seen sunsets fall beyond the sky. I have seen starry nights from across mountain heights, but I ain't seen nothing quite as beautiful as you. This ain't my first rodeo. I've been here before. Well, I may have loved and lost. You must be who God had me waiting for. This ain't my first rodeo. I've had a few in the past. This ain't my first ride into the sunset, but it sure is my last. You've taken my breath away. I can't even say what I came to say, let alone sing this song for you. This ain't my first rodeo. I've been here before. Well, I may have loved and lost. You must be who God had me waiting for. This ain't my first
first rodeo. I've had a few in the past. This ain't my first ride into the sunset, but it sure is my last. This ain't my first ride into the sunset, but it sure is my last.
All right. Clinton Spaulding, Megan Stout. I like that one. Who did you write that one, Clinton?
That was me.
That's right. That's right. Let's talk a little bit about your guys' influences. Actually, before that, when Clinton and Megan just sit down to listen to music for enjoyment, who do they like to listen to?
Oh, goodness.
There's a wide variety there.
That sure is.
We're everywhere. I mean, we like old country. I'm a huge fan of Dolly Parton.
Right.
And then,
Johnny Cash is mine.
yeah. And then Elvis is a big influence as well.
That's for both of us.
Yes, vocally and performing, just
Right.
everything. And then new country, you know, I like Miranda Lambert. And
I'm a big fan of Eric Church.
Okay.
The Civil Wars, we love doing some of their stuff. And then Fun, we like the band Fun.
But we really like, we don't know, Cumberland country. I wonder if they've ever heard of Foxy Shazam.
Yeah, Foxy Shazam.
Foxy Shazam.
Oh, man.
We love their music.
They got some good songs.
Are they a
amazing.
national act?
Yeah,
or-
you know what?
Yeah.
I guess so,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're touring nationally.
I'll have to check them out.
They're
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
If you like Queen, they're like a little mix between Queen
Oh,
and...
okay.
yeah,
Gotcha.
It's
Gotcha.
amazing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, that's who you like to listen to. How does that differ from your influences, like your writing and singing influences?
Well, I mean, I write, and you know, the sound that comes out just depends on the mood. Actually,
Sure.
I'll be inspired by listening to a song like the Civil Wars. You know, a lot of their stuff is kind of sad, and so I listen to that, and I'm like, man, it just puts me in a low mood.
Right.
But so I'll tend to write that way. Or I mean, if I'm listening to something a little more rockin' like Miranda Lambert, then I want to do a little more rockin' country. I mean, we just listening to everything. You write a bit of a variety of stuff. I've got stuff that sounds real folksy, and then I've got some real rockabilly stuff. So
Right.
I mean, it just depends.
As a writer, I find that it's an emotion-based thing. I just write what I feel at that moment. It depends on if I feel very country or not. Some of my songs, most of my songs have major country influences. Some of them have more of a folksy, some of them have like a little popsy John Mayer feel to them.
Right.
It just depends on what you feel. But as a performer, I find that my influences are more based on like Elton John.
Right.
If you see me like perform live, I don't stand still.
Right.
Let's just get to that point. As a performer, I like high energy, and the music's loud, and it's
Sure.
always a fun time. Like it's just we perform and we have fun. That's
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's important.
very much so. Very much so.
And we're going to talk a little bit more about your guys' live show and some of the places you play a little bit later in the interview. What I want to know, though, you know, Crescent Hill Radio is all about local and regional original music. That's all we play here. Who are some of the acts that you guys like locally?
Well, they're not local in Louisville, but
Regional
yes.
or locally? Yeah.
The Sooners out of Richmond.
Okay.
We're both fans of them.
Major fans.
They do original music, and it's rock, pretty
Right.
much. A little bit of rock and country. We like them. I'm a fan of Clinton Spaulding.
I really like Megan Stout.
Thank
Oh,
you.
wow.
But
Thank
you starstruck me with just saying the Sooners. My goodness.
Yeah, we like them. There's some other groups that I follow. I know you said Short Bus is playing tonight.
Right, right.
Big fan of Short Bus.
That's where we're heading when we
Yeah,
get
we're
done
gonna
here.
go see
Very
them play.
cool. You know, Dave Hall Moody's actually been a guest host on my show before.
Cool.
He's sit in, and of course, you guys know Dave is the touring bass player for Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's a great Short Bus and Jefferson Tart Bus are really good
Yeah.
local acts.
I've learned a lot from them, you know, performing
Sure.
everything. Dave taught me a few years ago, you know, whether there's 2 people or 2,000 people,
Exactly.
they get the same show. So
Exactly.
you're there for a reason. Make it good.
Yeah.
It's an amazing philosophy.
Right.
I like that. Yeah, I mean, she pretty much mentioned all my influences. They're kind of rolled in there to one. Country-wise, I like a lot of like solo artists here in the Louisville area. I'm really a big fan of Christy Miller. One of my best friends, and who really helped me tone my craft and helped me major as a songwriter, and actually recorded some of my music for me, was Michael Goodman, who
Right.
he's no longer here. He's moved to Chicago, and he's like on to bigger and better things, and it's amazing. I'm really proud of him.
Yeah.
He does a big Broadway show called The $1 Million Quartet,
Okay.
where he plays Elvis and Carl Perkins, which those
Oh,
are,
wow.
yeah, amazing names. So and he was my major influence on the local scene, was Michael Goodman. Louisville's missing a lot with him not being here.
Right. And Louisville is just, I mean, full of talented musicians, singer-songwriters, bands. I mean, it's amazing. We're going to play a song from Clinton Spaulding. This is actually a song you sent to us here at Crescent Hill Radio a little while ago, but we played it. It's called "I Need a Change."
It's a mean old hateful song.
It's a mean old hateful song.
Bad mood at this time.
Right, right. Well, it takes all kinds. But here it is. Clinton Spaulding, "I Need a Change" on Cumberland Country.
I need a change from the scenery. I need a change from this same routine. I need a change from everything. I'm gonna say yes the next time around. I'm gonna have to let you down. Sorry in advance for what I'm gonna do, but I need a change from you. Oh, I'm leaving. I can't stop these feelings. Don't love you, don't love you anymore. I need a change from the pain that you put me through. So I'm leaving you, yeah, I'm leaving you. Stop these feelings. I'm leaving. Girl, you better believe it. Oh, I'm gonna walk, I'm gonna ride out that door. I just don't love you, I don't love you anymore. I need a change from the pain that you put me through. So I'm leaving you, yeah, I'm leaving you. I need a change from the pain you put me through. So I'm leaving you, yeah, I'm leaving you.
That was Clinton Spaulding with "I Need a Change," and the crowd went wild.
Yeah.
We are live on Cumberland Country with Clinton Spaulding and Megan Stout. I like that one, man. Did you say that's from an EP you did?
Thank you. Yeah, a few years back, when I was just getting started, that had the "If Looking Back Hurt You," and then had a song called "Little Boy Blue," and it's a really emotional, family-oriented song that I had a lot to do with my family, and I wrote that song there, and kind of centered it around that. It does really good. Like, people really like to hear it when I do live shows. They like they expect me to do it, but we use a lot of like house bands, so it's like hard to throw it in there.
I hear you. Let's talk a little bit about your writing, and either one of you guys can shout out here. Do you guys have a writing process?
Me, everything's on my phone. If I don't have my phone on me at the moment, then I don't write the song.
Gotcha.
I get a little melody stuck in my head or some words I think will really be cool. I'm a big fan of rhyme. I like to rhyme words in odd ways.
Mm-hmm.
I just I like words. I like to fit fun words into songs and stuff like that. I like to tell the story, but I like to use words the best I can. Like, I like to innovate and use words funnily. Well,
Yeah,
just like that.
You know, that's the country music. I mean, there's wordplay is real big in country music.
It is, yes, very much so. Yeah.
I appreciate writing where, I mean, it's straight to the point in a way, but it makes you have to listen to it to understand the full meaning of it. I appreciate songs like that, but that keep it real at the same time.
Right.
There's a new artist, Casey Musgraves. I really enjoy her writing style, and it's real refreshing to hear the way she writes.
I enjoy the way you write. You really put emotions into your songs.
Thank you.
All of your songs are like emotionally charged. Like, they're fun songs to listen to, and you want to replay them. But I mean, you're either going to get angry listening to a Megan Stout song, or you're going to bawl. So.
Thank you, Clinton.
Angry? Does she have any happy songs?
Yeah. Yeah.
One or the other.
Sitting in a Stand's a happy song. I wish you'd have brought that.
Gotcha. Do you guys normally write from personal experience?
Yeah, very much. I do. I don't know about you.
To a point. I mean, like I said earlier, I can get inspired by listening to a song or watching a movie, reading a book, or just having a conversation with a friend that's gone through something. And, I'm a girl, so I'm emotional, so I just try to put myself in that position and think, how would I feel about this? What would be going through my mind? So that's actually one of the songs we're getting ready to write. I'd watched a movie and was feeling sad and, thinking, man, this must be tough to go through. So I was inspired to write it.
Oh, great. And my next question is, what about collaboration? Obviously, you guys have done some collaboration together, right?
Yeah,
we wrote a few silly songs together.
we like I said, all my songs are about people, and we wrote a lot of little songs about our friends. But we were we were in the works of making a nice little acoustic duo. We're going to travel Louisville and around and do it. Unfortunately, that's not going to be a thing right now at the moment, but it's going to happen. Yes. But we do have a duet that we wrote together that we hope to do later on in the show.
Okay.
It's a fun one. I like it. It shows both our vocal ability really well, and I think our writing style. So
great. Well, I mean, it actually is that time again to play a live tune. I think we're going to do one of Megan's. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This song is called "Broken Hearts," and talking to a friend the other day, she was talking about going through a breakup, and the guy's telling her, you'll be fine, you'll be all right without me, and so this is kind of the broken-hearted person's.
You're such a girl.
I know. Can't help it.
All right.
I can name the day when things started to change. Everything crumbled. It's never been the same. You now wear a mask of deceit and pain, but hearts get broken. It happens every day. When I hear you're happy, I can't help but smile. Knowing you're well makes all my pain worthwhile. The bitterness I feel is something I can't shake, but hearts get broken. It happens every day. Yeah, hearts like mine that you left here in tiny pieces, and you don't even care. But I'll be fine is all you say. 'Cause hearts get broken, it happens every day. Time heals all is what I hear, and I don't think of you as much as when you were near. But when your memory sets in, oh, it's here to stay, and my heart's still broken 'cause you went away. Yeah, hearts like mine that you left here in tiny pieces, and you don't even care. And I'll be fine is all you say. 'Cause hearts get broken, it happens every day. Yeah, hearts get broken, it happens every day.
Thank you.
I'm playing with Megan. Megan and Clinton. We were talking about how they were a little bit nervous being in studio, and they're more comfortable in front of a live audience. So I thought I would make them feel at home.
I appreciate that.
We're live on Cumberland Country with Clinton Spalding and Megan Stout, and that was Megan. That's a beautiful song.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You have this very traditional country voice.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. I like that. It's reminiscent of Dolly Parton and Loretta Lynn, that kind
Well,
of thing.
bless your heart. Thank you very much.
Let's talk a little bit about your guys' aspirations. Obviously, you guys are happy, playing locally and regionally, but do you want to, would you ever consider taking that next step? Maybe?
Oh yeah, of course. To make music and do music as a living, that's the ultimate goal. I mean, singing is not working, and who wants to work a real job?
Right.
I mean, so yeah, of course, that's the ultimate goal.
Fame's not even an issue. It's just to be able to sing for a living.
Yes.
To be able to share music. I think that's the biggest thing.
Right.
Your goal isn't to be famous. Your goal is to sing.
Sure.
Everywhere and as much and as often as you can.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And I think somebody once said that if you love your job, you never have to work again.
That's
Exactly.
very true. That's
Yes.
very true.
Yeah. You guys have played, around quite a lot. In fact, you guys are both full-time members of the Renfro Valley.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Going on our second year.
right. And I like to call it the Kentucky's Opry, Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Is there any place that you haven't played that you really want to play? And I'm thinking of one place that you probably.
Of course.
Yeah.
The Opry.
There you
the
go.
Opry.
The Grand Ole
The
Opry.
Grand Ole
The
Opry.
Opry. That's a dream, of course.
Yeah.
I'd be happy just singing the old rhyme with those acoustics.
That would be cool too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
To be asked to sing there
Yeah.
would be just amazing.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't expect you're going to sneak in.
Yeah.
Just grab a guitar and head on stage. That sounds fun. You want to do that this weekend?
Crash the party. let's talk a little bit about Nashville because, you know, it's just right down the road there. Have you guys had any experiences in Nashville with your music?
Unfortunately, I believe, I don't know, both of us, for the longest time, have had jobs holding us back. You know, we've always had that big leap that kept us from doing it. But
You know, I plan on in the future. I've been writing, and you know, I'm working on doing an original album now. So I mean, as soon as I feel like I have the complete package, then I'm definitely going down there. And you know, you get knocked down there. You hear stories. Everybody's trying to make
sweetheart,
it.
You are the complete package.
Thank you, Clinton. But you know, I'm trying to get my songs together and my sound, and then I do plan on going there and seeing what it has to offer. But I mean, right now I'm doing good here. I'm writing, I'm singing how I want to sing, and having fun with it.
Good. And Clinton, you know, I'm Clinton, and I think it's okay that I say this because you came on Facebook and said you have exciting news, and we're not going to share it tonight, but it's kind of hard for me not to share it. But but you know, you do have an announcement to make in the near future.
For me, I'll be announcing this Saturday night at my show at Shepherdsville Country Music Show. For me, this is really big. This is a big step for me. It's not always been in the plans, but then again, I always said I never had a plan. I'll just go where it leads me.
Sure.
And I think this is the right direction. I'm really excited about it. I will let people know that more than likely I'll be going away for a while, so I won't be on the local scene as much. Right. But that's very exciting. That's very exciting for me and them.
It's not a legal thing. Don't worry.
I'm going south of the border for a while, y'all.
It's good news.
It is. I can't wait to share it. You know, I've got my thing is, I was talking to Megan with this the other day. I have a really, really close bond with fans. I enjoy making friends out of my fans. I don't have a wall in between them. I'll go for their birthday parties and stuff like that.
Right.
And I hope they take this in a good way. I don't see how you couldn't.
Yeah.
Right.
Except the fact that they might not be seeing me as much.
Yeah, they're going to be excited.
They're going to be excited. I'm going to have to start a YouTube channel or something like that so they see me all the time.
There you go. And, you know, I thought this was interesting when I was reading your bio, Clinton. You're a movie star.
Oh, yeah. Shut up, Megan.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, goodness. Well, you see, this one time the red carpet was rolled out for me. I got a call as soon as I graduated high school. I graduated in 2008 from Southern, and I got a phone call directly after there, and I didn't answer it because it was from California or something like that, and I thought it was a bill collector, so I wasn't daring to answer it. And the message, it was the Disney Corporation, and they were looking for local talent to be in the Secretariat movie they filmed here. Mm-hmm. And so I figured it was just like an extra gig, you know, be somebody in the background. So I called them back. I thought, you know, that'd be fun to do. And when I got there, it was actually, they had, I guess, Googled for entertainers in the Louisville area.
Right.
And I was one of the names that popped up. And so I got to audition to sing My Old Kentucky Home in the film. And so there's a handful of us. There's about 3 or 4 guys that sing it and a few girls that sing My Old Kentucky Home in the film. And that's really exciting. But then while I was there, I got a little acting gig with it, so that was fun. I played a little reporter. I had a bunch of little words I said, but they edited that out.
They cut him out.
They cut me out.
I didn't see him.
You can see me. I'm there. I'm with who played in that movie? Diane Lane. I'm there right beside Diane Lane as a little reporter.
Very cool. You know, it's funny because my guest next week on Cumberland Country for the first hour is actually a local filmmaker named Mike Fitzer. And I actually went to school with him, and he actually has a part in Shawshank Redemption.
For
At
real?
the very end, he plays one of the police officers that break into the warden's office.
That's my number 2 favorite movie in the whole wide world.
And I didn't know this until I talked to him recently, and sure enough, I checked out the DVD, and there he was. So you never know.
I'm going to have to look. What's his name?
It's Mike Fitzer.
I need a picture so I can look him up.
Yeah.
I'll watch it tonight. That's my number 2 favorite movie.
That's right. That's right. Let's play another one of your songs that you sent to us here at Crescent Hill Radio, Clinton.
Okay.
This is called Little Boy Blue. What can you tell us about that?
This song, it was written about my cousin.
Okay.
And I wrote this song in his point of view. He actually he said something to me after his father died, and I wrote this based on what he said.
All right. Here's Little Boy Blue, Clinton Spalding.
saying, Daddy, this is for you. Raises his hands above his head and lets go of his balloon, a little boy blue. Little boy blue. Little boy blue. Down the road you take, sending out invitations to his 6th birthday, a special one. Sign your son. Asked his mama where in heaven is Daddy staying. You can send it in a mailbox. Say, postman, get it there soon. Not FedEx, UPS, or fax machine. So he sends up a balloon, a little boy blue. Little boy blue. Standing in the chapel with his new wife, wishes his dad could see and be here at the beginning of his new life. Walking out the chapel, whispered, I love you. Wanting to tell his dad the news, so he sends up a balloon, a little boy blue. A little boy blue. Little boy blue. Oh, little boy
All right, Little Boy Blue, Clinton Spaulding. And we are live in the studio in Cumberland Country with Clinton Spaulding and Megan Stout. How you guys doing? You guys having a good time?
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. Would you tell everybody to listen to Crescent Hill Radio?
Everybody, listen to Crescent Hill Radio. You say it. Your voice is more fun.
Listen to Crescent Hill Radio.
Thank you.
Do it.
I like how we're in here like a little talk show, like Ricky Lake, and she's
Right.
out there doing all the work. She's
Right.
amazing.
Kelly,
Her.
my wonderful producer engineer out there, she works.
She's
magic.
getting a
She's
workout.
a miracle worker.
She goes back and
Is what
forth.
she is.
She's probably got to push a bunch of buttons to make us sound halfway decent.
No, you guys sound great. You guys sound great. Let's talk about a little bit about your guys' live performances. You've been playing live here tonight, and you're going to play a couple more live songs. But you guys play locally and regionally at a lot of different places. Stay pretty busy. Tell me about some of the places you guys play in the area.
We actually we've known each other for years. We used to play like Mike Lenning's and stuff like that, state fairs,
Right.
and the local circuit. We were always in the local country music circuit, and but we never really had gotten together until last year at Renfro, and we met up at Renfro. We took a liking to each other, thought each other could sing pretty well, and so we after there we sang as often as we could together,
Right.
and so we worked up some duets and stuff like that, and we started booking ourselves together. And so that's what we do now.
Yeah, this Saturday we're going to be at the Shepherdsville Country Music Show together, and our friend Brandy Anderson is also going to be there. She performs down at Renfro Valley with us, and so we've got lots of good stuff in store for that show.
Gonna do some Peter, Paul, and Mary stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's gonna be a good time.
Very cool.
Other than
Puff
that-
the Magic Dragon.
Hey, if I had a hammer.
Other than that, I mean, we both perform at Renfro Valley regularly.
Right. That's what I was going to say. You guys are regulars on the Renfro Valley, which is, you know, is legendary Kentucky venue.
Yes.
Yeah.
We kicked off the 74th season last weekend.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's
How did that come about? I mean, was that kind of an open audition process, or how did that work?
It was the first time they'd ever had an open audition process.
I think so, yeah.
Ever in the 73 years last year, and so we both went down there and they hired about 7 of us on the
Right.
spot, and we were hired on. They have multiple shows. They have a Friday night show, which is a legend show. We do older country
Sure.
music. Then we have a bar and dance, which is a radio show, which
Right.
they've done for years. Then we have a jamboree, a gospel show, and then we were the first ones to perform in a big 50 show they did there called Malt Shop Memories.
Right.
We're kind of we're the backbone of it.
Yes.
It's amazing. It's
a good time.
It's really a great show. They're going to be doing it again this year. Sadly, I will not be a part of it, but Megan's going to be there, and it's fun.
I will.
It's amazing. It's worth going to see. It's better than anything you see in Branson or elsewhere.
Cool. I've been down there, and actually, my family is from that area, so. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. So get out. The Shepherdsville is Saturday. You say?
Yes, this
You're gonna be
Saturday.
This
Okay.
Saturday at 7:30, we're going to be. It's right off there, right off of 44, the Shepherdsville Country Music Show.
All right, cool. Well, give us a little taste of what we're going to hear. What they'll hear Saturday if they come out. Let's play another live tune.
You want to
here.
do our duet?
Yeah.
This is a song that we worked on together. It's called Secrets.
All right, Secrets.
People are thinking about us right now after we sing this.
It's not about us.
Sitting at a red light on the south side, the plans we made, they fell through. I got nowhere to go tonight, and she's still on my mind, but I guess I'll just come on home to you.
I ain't just sitting at home tonight. I found a man that'll do me right while you've been doing me wrong. I'll be getting it on without you. Said you were out with the guys, and I finally realized your lies and lied right down next to somebody new.
I ain't thinking about leaving you. That's the last thing on my mind. I just saw in my rear view,
And I found a man that'll hold me tight.
in the morning when we wake up under covers, we won't say a word about our other lovers.
While you're out there doing what you do, I am too. I never promised it to be true.
Oh, no, no, no. I ain't thinking about leaving you.
That's the last thing on my mind.
I just saw in my rear view.
And I found another man to hold me tight.
I ain't thinking about leaving you. That's the last thing on my mind. I'm just waiting on a red light.
And I ain't sitting at home tonight.
Tonight, we've just got our secrets.
All right, Clinton Spaulding and Megan Stout live on Cumberland Country. That's great. That's a powerful song. I like that. I want to take a second to mention again that Cumberland Country is sponsored in part by American Recording Company and the Downriver Bar and Grill in Sellersburg, Indiana. Guys, we're getting down to the end of the show. We got a little time left, but I want to thank you guys for coming out. I need to mention, Clinton, you've got your first, well, I guess probably sad fan that made a comment on a post I made about you guys being on the show. Nancy Renaud, I think. She says you're going to be greatly missed at Renfro, and that you're quite a performer and you really get into the music.
Oh, thank you, Nancy.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about your recording, and we played some of Clinton's recordings. Is there anything? Are you guys anything on the horizon for as far as recording? I think Megan, you mentioned something.
It's got amazing news.
Yeah, I'm actually working on recording my first original album. I do have 3 songs available on iTunes now. It's actually under Megan Stout and the Swingin' Diesels.
Okay.
That's the guys I play out with in Southern Indiana, and we're going to be at Mike Lenning's coming up soon. So they're a cool group of guys, and we've been working on writing, and I'm hoping in a few months to have the original album available. So it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, that's fun. I'm actually getting ready to start recording an acoustic cover album of some of my favorite influences in old country music. Some Tennessee Ernie Ford, Johnny Cash stuff. Stuff like 16 Tons will be on there, and Sunday Morning Coming Down. So stuff like that. Getting ready. It's going to be all acoustic, and hopefully it'll be out by the summertime.
Right. Where do you guys record, Megan? Are you say you're recording now, or you're getting ready to go in the studio?
I've recorded some already. My guitar player I play with, he has his own studio set up in Southern Indiana, and then I've also been doing some work with J.D. Miller in Versailles, Kentucky. He's a great musician and a songwriter. He has several awards and has worked with everybody from Dolly Parton to the Gaithers. So he's a real cool guy and has been helping me out with recording.
Do you like the recording process?
It's very neat. The whole creative part of it, putting a song together and saying, this sounds better, this, you need a little bit more bass here or there. That whole part of creating a song is really neat. So I love it.
What about you, Clinton? Do you like recording?
You know what? I do. Recording don't like me. I'm really loud. I'm really loud. And but I love the process. I like that. I really like the creative process. I like last minute things that you hear or you think needs to be changed, or just last minute inspirations. That's always a fun thing. Right. But yeah, recording's it's a little magical time.
Well, great, and we're looking forward to that, Megan. When you get that out, send it to us, and
Thank
Clinton,
you
too. Crescent Hill Radio, we do play local and regional original music, but actually, we've just made a deal with ASCAP and BMI, so we can play cover songs now too. So
awesome.
So fun. I would love to hear it when it's done. You guys got another live one in you?
Yeah. The one we want to do, we know Brandy Anderson's listening. That's our friend from Renfro Valley. This is a song that I actually wrote about her.
Okay.
It's no secret. I had a huge crush on her when I first met her.
Right.
And so if you're listening, Brandy, this one's for you. It's called Cigarette.
All right.
The world ain't ready for something so sexy as you, baby. I see you coming at me through a haze of lights and smoke, strutting like you're something in your Justins and your faded blue jeans. Girl, I wanna take you home, show you how the gentleman roll. So take a long drag of that cigarette, then take a long drag of me. Take a long drag of me. Oh, take a long drag of that cigarette, then take a long drag of me. Take a long drag of me. Ha. You're acting so suspicious, like you got something delicious waiting for me. So don't tell me that you ain't been thinking dirty thoughts at all. You're fancy and you're freaky, let's get kinky and we'll play until the morning. Take that ribbon out your hair, oh, and let it fall, and take a long drag of that cigarette, then take a long drag of me. Take a long drag of me. Oh, take a long drag of that cigarette, then take a long drag of me. Take a long drag of me. You probably got another man, and I understand if I never see you again. But tonight let's make memories of you and me that we'll never forget. And take a long drag of that cigarette, and take a long drag of me. Take a long drag of me. Oh, take a long, long drag of that cigarette, then take a long drag of me. Take a long drag of me. Oh, take a long drag of that cigarette, then take a long drag of me. Take a long drag of me. Oh, take a long drag of that cigarette, then take a long drag of me. Take a long drag of me. Take a long drag of me.
All right. I like that one. I like that one. Again, we are live with Clinton Spaulding and Megan Stout, and we're almost to the end of the show. And again, thank you guys. It's you sound great.
Thank you.
And obviously, good luck to everything. You know, all you do. And Clinton, you too. And I know what's going on, but you know, everybody else doesn't yet. And you'll have to come out to Shepherdsville Friday or Saturday to find out the news.
So top secret and confidential.
Right. Before we go, tell me again, guys, where we can find your music and information about shows and stuff. Do you guys have websites, that kind of thing?
Yeah, you can go to ClintonSpaulding.com, or you can check out Facebook, and it's I Like Clinton Spaulding. Little brand in there.
Yeah, I have a website, meganstoutmusic.com, and then I also have a fan page. It's just Megan Stout.
Mm-hmm. And you have iTunes?
I have an iTunes account, yes.
Right. Okay. Well, great. All right. This is the shout out time that I like to call it. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to out in Radio Land?
I already said hi to Brandy, so.
Hi, Brandy. And also to Alex Stewart in Owensboro. I know he's listening. So.
Yeah. Anybody else listening, thank you for your support. We appreciate it.
Very much so. And thank you for listening to us, giving us your ear.
Yes.
It's nice of you.
Hope to see you out.
Well, thank you very much for being on the show. And you're welcome back anytime.
Oh, thank you.
And you've been listening to Cumberland Country on Crescent Hill Radio. Next week, I've got Mr. Mike Fitzer, is local filmmaker. Is going to be my guest host in the first hour. We're going to be talking about movie music, actually, music in movies. And on the second hour, my guests are the Downtown County Band. So tune in for that. Tonight at 9 o'clock, I'm going to be out at the Downriver Bar and Grill in Sellersburg, Indiana. Mr. Corey Wayne Sword going to be playing out there, and I think I'm actually going to get up and do a few songs tonight. So that should be a lot of fun. So we're going to end the show tonight with a little bluegrass, actually. This is a song called Firefly by Hickory Robot. Check us out next week at 5 p.m. on Cumberland Country.
Fighting again, I can hear them on down the hall. Man, it ain't even June and I'm stuck in this room till the fall. It's the same thing every time, about to drive me out of my mind. They must like to fight, that's the best I can surmise. And I know it ain't a game, but it looks like I won the prize. I guess my dreams will have to keep, 'cause tonight I'm gonna get no sleep. And there's a firefly, a firefly. He's on the far side of the night. And he'll fly, fly away, just fly away, leaving nothing but a memory of days gone by. And I wish I was a firefly. There go the plates, there goes the frying pan. Why can't they work it out? Why can't they try to understand that it's no way to raise a child, and they wonder why I get so wild. Yeah, sometimes I dream walking out that door one day, but I ain't old enough to drive, and where am I gonna go anyway? So I sit here in my room, somewhere beneath that moon. There's a firefly, a firefly. He's on the far side of the night. And he'll fly, fly away, just fly away, leaving nothing but a memory of days gone by. And I wish I was a firefly, a mason jar, a starry night. Fireflies are their own source of light. There's a war here at home, and I'm standing out on the front line. And I ain't taking no one's side, 'cause no one's been taking mine. Yeah, well, one day I'll learn to fly and take off to a nighttime sky, just like a firefly, a firefly who's on the far side of the night. And I'll fly, fly away, just fly away, leaving nothing but a memory of days gone by. And I wish I was, yeah, I wish I was, I wish I was a firefly.
Thank you for joining us for Cumberland Country. If you like what you hear, join us again next Thursday night at 6 p.m. for more of the best local and regional country music. If you have any suggestions or comments, you can email me at cj@crescenthillradio.com. Check out the show's webpage at crescenthillradio.com/Cumberland Country. For links and show information on artists featured tonight, check out my personal website at cumberlandcountry.net. Stay tuned for Hippie Head Spotlight.
It's 36 degrees.